All right, guys, thank you for joining me. So, again, thank you for dealing with my bullshit. Thank you for spending almost 2 hours, maybe an hour and a half, whatever it is. But I just got a notice from a guy at my firehouse who normally guys don't do this stuff for me, but when they do, they think it's you know, they think it's something worthy. Now, I'm gonna read this information for you in a second. Flown Grown, Maria, Ozark, Finley, Lisa, thank you for the 5x5. Spotted Fawn, Water Tiger, the Ozark Negro, Up Tech Extreme, Groundhog, Gene, thank you for the 5x5. Elaine, Scott, Numa, Susan, Dobie, thank you for the 5x5. Water Tiger, Joanne, Loretta, Leah, thank you for the 5x5. Devil Dog Prepper, thank you for the 5x5. J. Ross, WTC, Wrench, Dwayne, Hogo, Eric, 3% of Prepper, thank you for the 5x5. Prep to Adapt, thank you for the 5x5 and the donation. Francine, Misu, sorry, thank you for the 5x5. Let's see, William, Annette, thank you for the 5x5. Sean, Cutie, Y, thank you for the 5x5. Elaine, thank you for the 5x5. Susan, Sentence to Beth, Queen Red Pill, Country Human Network, Tommy Fury, thank you for the 5x5. Wolf Mule, thank you for the 5x5. Everybody, thank you for the 5x5. Appreciate it. No one at all. Thank you for the 5x5. I'm pretty sure I fucked that up. Gunslinger, Andy, Pantry, 1 second after, and 7 Customs. Thank you for the 5x5. So, guys, this notice I got, again, this was posted on, and remember, just on the Angry Truths channel, I was telling Andy, thank you for the 5x5. I was talking about the the rumor of a terror attack happening, which I'm going to talk about in another video, and how there's another terror attack looming because, guys, now, the FBI is warning us. We're watching migrants coming through what you call it. In fact, I had, okay, how do I delicately put this? I also had inside information today that, in fact, migrants that are on terrorist watch list are coming through the border. Confirmed. As a lot of us know, and, been told. That's been confirmed. With that, the rumor of a possible terror attack during the eclipse is also circulating. Now, some people saying it's coming from the DOJ, other people saying it's coming from the FBI. I have not heard the FBI or the DOJ put out an official statement. But this came from Marfugal News, and this came from a guy in my firehouse who just texted me this little paragraph, not little paragraph, but this thing I'm going to read. Now, I take a lot of shit Marfugal News says with a grain of salt. I take a lot of things he said with a grain of salt. I do like listening to him sometimes, but I don't go all in. But I'm putting this out there. You guys make the decision what you want to do with this information. But according to them, he says, please read the entire message. We got this warning in an email. They did give their name. They did appear to be retired deputy sheriff or former deputy marshal, but I reluctantly share their information, yada, yada, yada. Currently, this is the email. Currently, there are multiple terror cells throughout the United States waiting for target orders and weapon delivery. They will hit 2 to 4 high traffic locations in the city simultaneously, and I said that they might do it simultaneously during the eclipse. All right. Large supermarkets, high school, middle schools, blocked commuter traffic, that's all in New York City, begin shooting people stuck in traffic like they did in October 7th in Israel. Local police will be overwhelmed. They aren't going to be able to respond to them at all. The second wave, when LEOs are guarding those targets, they will hit residential neighborhoods like they did in Israel, and then after that, the third wave will hit our infrastructure, power grid, water, sewage, the whole 9 yards. You need to prepare, arm yourself, protect yourself and your family and neighbors. This coordinated attack will likely happen on the holidays like July 4th or a Muslim holiday, which we just finished. a retired LEO, and information from this law firm, yada, yada, yada. Okay, whatever. Again, take it with a grain of salt. But I find it interesting, guys, that they keep warning us about the amount of people coming across the border every day. And they're like, military-aged men are coming across the border. And there's rumors of an attack. Now, there's always rumors of an attack. I have to say this. I have to be clear. There's always a rumor of an attack. That's why I say take shit with a grain of salt. So, you say, so again, but I found interested in my buddy just sent this to me, right? One of the guys from the firehouse. So, and they were talking about that. I was being told about this, another situation in regards to migrants coming here and them being on the terrorist watch list today. And I was not in on the talk, but I was standing there when they were talking about it. So I didn't say anything. I was just listening. And this was coming from an official in a city job. That's pretty much all I can say about that. So they mentioned that this came down, and then the rumor. So again, guys, it's something to put in the back of your head and just keep your head on the swivel in case they decide to do some shit. That's all. I'm not saying that this is going to happen. I'm just saying be careful. Now, yeah, bug out adventures. Keep your head on the swivel, man. Don't start walking around just fucking in your world, la-di-dee, la-da-da. Don't do that shit. Just fucking keep your head on the swivel. You'll be fine. Let's see. Give me a second. Oh, shit. All right, so they gave it to me. Very good. All right, so this is a dangerous trend, guys, that they're starting. I spoke about this in the Angry Truth channel. Now, this whole euthanization thing, right? So in the country, in the Netherlands, you can put yourself to sleep permanently and not ever wake up again. When I heard about this girl, her name is Zoreya Tarbik. When I heard about her, I was like, all right, this one psych patient wants to put herself to the forever sleep. So be it. But now her story's catching on the internet. But as I'm reading the article about her, as I keep going further and further down to what you call it, in the article, they talked about, guys, how her doctor and her psychiatrist both told her to go through with the assisted sleep forever. Doctors are throwing their hands up because they state, yeah, she's killing herself next month. Yes, Adriana. They state that the doctor told her there's nothing more we can do for you. And that he gave her the idea to do this. If doctors are giving up on you and psychiatrists who are never supposed to give up on you are giving up on you, what is that saying about the current state of the world? Where doctors and psychiatrists throw their hands up. Where her boyfriend, who, again, I don't know if he's pleading with her not to do this, but he's definitely in the room when she's going to pass away. Now, she wants to do it in such a way, guys, that she falls asleep on her couch. I'm like, listen here, fucko. If you die on my couch, at the very least, let's wrap it in plastic bags. Or let you sit on top of a body bag so that when you lay down, all we have to do is zip you up and then take you out. There is a place for forever sleeping, assisted forever sleeping, or euthanization. There's definitely a place for it. But they are giving people, guys, the easy out by telling people, oh, you don't want to live anymore? Okay. We'll just put you to sleep, We'll just fucking, we'll just, and right into the ground. And no fucking second, third opinions from other doctors. No, Paul, left 0. Yeah, throw the whole couch away. You better believe it. Burn it. Yeah, if I get euthanized, I want to be euthanized in my chair. This chair, so that I could be buried with it as well. But, yeah, guys, that's bad. So anyway, this chick wanted to be a psychiatrist. She said she suffered from crippling depression. I don't even know what the fuck that is. I never heard of such a thing. But I know one thing, guys. The mental capacity or strength of kids today is super fucking weak. Super weak. In fact, I have to tell the story, but I was working. We had a water leak, and a sprinkler system went off. And so the sprinkler system goes off in the building. It flooded that floor like the Nile. Flooded. With that, water always finds a way to make its way down to the lower floors. This one chick, I knock on the door. She's like, she went out to do something. I met her in the hallway, and one of the guys was like, yo, that's 9 David right there. And I go, okay. So we start talking, and she's like, oh, yeah, I have a water leak in my apartment. I said, all right, the super's notified. He's going to clean it up. She immediately says, oh, okay, I had PTSD from water leaks. I said, you have PTSD from a water leak in your apartment? She goes, it was really bad last time. I was out of my apartment for 3 months. I'm like, and yo, I wanted to lose it. I was like, you fucking kidding me, you clown? I said, you have water leaking in your apartment and you chose to say that I had PTSD? There's a chick getting raped as we speak, and that chick is going to have PTSD, not water leaking in your apartment. I never heard of such a thing, man. When she said that, I was like, man, if you wouldn't have that baby, I would have punted you right across the fucking hallway. Who the fuck says they have post-traumatic stress from water leaking? Anyway, the psychosis of people today, guys, is so strained and so weakened, it's out of control. Now, this girl lives in a small town in the Netherlands, right on the border of Germany. She wants to put herself to sleep come May. Her boyfriend, who's 40 years old, and I don't know why they put that in there, but anyway, she has a boyfriend and 2 live-in cats. Live-in cats? Or cats she lives with. She's 28. He's 40. She suffers from crippling depression, autism, and borderline personality disorder. How do you let somebody with that pedigree put themselves to sleep or make that decision? She is a psych patient through and through. So now we're letting psych patients... Now listen, there's one part of me that yes, there are a lot of psych patients that are useless to society. Absolutely useless. All they do is walk around yelling Michael Jackson's a Puerto Rican and eating fucking Jamaican meat patties. That's it. And they walk around all day doing that shit. You got other people fucking yelling, Rosie O'Donnell's sexy, I want to make love to her. Just yelling that shit out in the middle of the street, walking around, blank stare, and then again, eating 2 Jamaican meat patties. I saw a guy eating a Jamaican beef patty. I'm like, the fuck's he doing? He's just walking down the street. His fucking hair was matted. I'm pretty sure I saw lice in there. I was like, yo, get the fuck away from me with that bullshit. I've never seen anything so bad. Anyway, those people have issues and they don't even put themselves to sleep. This lady has a psych issue and they're letting her, the doctors are giving up on her and telling her, yeah, just go to sleep and don't wake up. Pretty much what they're telling her. They should have told her, hey, fashion yourself a noose and go hang yourself while you're at it. So anyway, with that, guys, I think, in my personal opinion, this is part of the WEF push. They want to depopulate the human race. You're getting an absorbent amount of people. You're getting an absorbent amount of people, guys, wanting to pick this option out. Right? So these people are picking this option because it's an easier choice. I don't want to... What's a Jamaican meat patty? You never had a Jamaican beef patty. It's either beef or chicken. You choose. Right? And so these people are picking the easy out. So in 2022, there were 8,700 euthanasia deaths in the Netherlands. That's representing roughly 5% of all of the country's deaths, up from 4% in 2021. The 2023 numbers, I didn't get to see that, And the 2024 numbers, obviously, we're still in 2024, so we won't find out till next year. But I think we're going to see an explosion in it because of this lady's story. Now, there was a lady back in January who, again, put herself to sleep forever, but she had, as they put it, a chronic illness that she didn't want to deal with anymore. Now, the problem with this, guys, is that people of all kinds can be like, you know what, man, I don't want to live anymore. And the doctors will be like, okay, without any fucking interview, without any kind of evaluation, they're letting these people put themselves to sleep. I find that to be very, very interesting, but it does fit into their plan, the WEF's plan. Now, of course, when you read the article, they also talk about a couple that died together. They euthanized together, right? So they like some shit out of the Notebook. I think they laid in the bed together, they held each other's hands, and then they drifted off to sleep. Meanwhile, the guy's gonna wake up in his version of heaven with fucking chicks and and a woman he fell in love with, and she's gonna fucking separate in another part of the world and be in a fucking cabin somewhere reading a book on how to pick up men. So like, I don't know. I just found that to be weird. And then they had a politician. She did the former Dutch Prime Minister, what's her name? Dries van Anch, and his wife. Oh, both of them. Sorry, these are the two. These are the two that fell asleep together, holding hands. This was in February. So the Dutch Prime Minister and his wife passed away in February, and the chick with the chronic illness, she also did the same thing. So again, guys, this legalization of putting yourself to sleep forever is out of control. So, and it's only going to get worse. I don't know, man. If doctors and psychiatrists are giving up, this is a problem. This is a big fucking problem, because it sets into the World Economic Forum's plan that we're going to depopulate the human race, but we might as well have people help us. Let's start making it okay for them to put themselves to sleep. Let's start making it okay for people of all ages to do that, because I guarantee you guys, they're going to let kids do this. Maybe not now. Maybe not in another 5 or 10 years, but states like New York are passing laws to allow kids to make decisions on medications, vaccines, and things like that. Kids. What is going to stop a state from allowing a kid to take their own life and put themselves into forever sleep? That I can definitely see coming. That's without a doubt coming down the pike. People don't think that far ahead, or probably not that creative. But ultimately, guys, we're going to see some fucked up shit like that. We're going to see people putting themselves to sleep because they don't want to live anymore. I can't find a boyfriend, put me to sleep. I can't find a girlfriend, put me to sleep. I'm too fat. I got a peg leg. I look like Rosie O'Donnell and Sloth from the Goonies mixed together. I can't find anybody, put me to sleep. Like, what the fuck, man? Everybody's just giving up. Oh, I didn't win that boxing match, put me to sleep. I didn't get the job I want, put me, like, everything. I ate a bad burger, it made my tummy hurt, put me to sleep. Like, yeah, it's going to be fucking, says she's donating her organs. Okay, so maybe somebody else will live. Right? I mean, imagine that. Where'd your organs come from? Well, it went from a lady who put herself to sleep, and she never woke up again. Rather, she woke up dead. This is a problem. And this is, like I said, it's only going to get worse, because they are advocating this now. And in the article, when they said her doctor and psychiatrist are giving up, or gave up on her, or told her to entertain that option, if doctors are doing that, doctors are going to promote this, this is going to be fucking out of control. Their numbers are probably going to go from 8,700 from 2022 to probably 10,000 by the end of this year. Easy. I can see more people doing it. Anyway, guys, I'm going to go off the air now. I hit my 20-minute mark. I can barely keep my eyes open. I haven't slept in 22 hours. Yes, I haven't slept in 20. By the time I go to bed, it'll be 23 hours. I've been up for Actually, I've been up longer than 23 hours. I passed out for an hour, according to my watch. I passed out for an hour, but I've been up 23 hours. And I hadn't slept 15 hours prior to that. And so I only had an hour nap. And it wasn't even an hour nap. I was up. I was laying in one spot, so it didn't pick up my movement. So I've been up 30-something hours. I'm going to fucking sleep. Thank you guys for joining me. If I'm I might do a live stream during the eclipse. I might. I'm not sure yet. But I'm going to be out taking pictures. So I'll see a lot of you guys next Tuesday. And if the world doesn't implode, I will see you guys Tuesday night. All right, guys. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for the donations. Thank you for the respect and the likes. And I will see you guys next week. Thank you. And Ron, I will look at the Deagle report. Thank you.